This is TWiT.
This U2 thing seems to me to be a fiasco.
It's certainly not the story that they wanted to have come out of that event.
So I love the posting people put up of U2 in maybe it was 2007, says, people are stealing our albums. We are not giving these away. And then 8 years later, and 8 years later, they have to put out an app to show you how to get the free YouTube album off of your iPhone and iPad.
Can you imagine the conversation as they're planning this out and saying, okay, we're going to actually do this? Great. Now, but before we actually pull the trigger on this, is there any way whatsoever we can imagine anybody being upset about getting a free album? No, okay. You know, I wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't ask, okay, let's go ahead with this. And now the people are so desperate to find something to say that's Apple did not think of this and something didn't work properly.
I will defend these people. I think what Apple did was wrong. So Apple gave away the album, but now normally when they give away free stuff, you go to iTunes, you click the button, you say, yes, I want that free thing. They did not do that with U2. They put it on my iCloud. Boom. And if I have my phone or iPad set up to auto-download any new purchases, I have a U2 album I didn't choose on my iPhone or iPad, and I have no good way to get, or they've had to fix that, but there is no good way to delete music without having to attach it to your... So that's absolutely wrong. They pushed that album to people.
But does this qualify for the word fiasco? Does this qualify for the word nightmare? This is, I think they could have
qualifies for the word spam.
Way. I don't know. I think also there's precedent for this. Amazon's music service does this. Google's music service does this.
What are you talking about? No, it does not. I have never. If I want a free album on Amazon, I have to click it and buy it, and then it comes to my phone. It does not appear on my phone automatically.
My Nexus 7 came with Transformers the movie. It's a
well, it's comparable to that. That's spam.
I'm not saying. First of all, that has happened at least on the early days where they have free giveaways, and now there's stuff in my library that I didn't download, which is not offensive. It's just that okay, now a piece of music that I don't like might turn up on shuffle play unless I get rid of it. So I certainly agree that they could have thought another step ahead and seen, given that Apple has never done this before, and also
why didn't they do it the same way they give away free?
And also that they're not the company you associate with. Something I did not ask for has suddenly appeared in my library.
Apple gives away free music every week. They know how to do it, and they decided intentionally not to do it this way.
Yeah, I bet that must have had something to do with U2 getting paid for each copy, and it doesn't work unless people are. It doesn't count unless people actually are.
I think it also so U2 could say, "Hey, 2 million people downloaded our new album."
Yeah, and I'm not sure if I haven't seen it yet. I've been looking for whether that's going to be recorded in the Billboard charts. You know, whether U2.
I bet you it is.
Right, because it should be a a tracked item of how many people downloaded it on iTunes, and so I think that the thing is that I don't know if this one actually worked, but I think that if the music industry should pay really close attention to what Apple just did there, because they are whether this one worked or not. This is a shot across the bow. This is we will roll you into the ground if we feel like it. If we can distribute an album to 500 million people and pay whatever they paid YouTube, but I mean, they could pay a lot of bands $1 million, $5 million, $10 million for the album. It's nothing to Apple to do that. And, they could really position iTunes in a level, now that there's all kinds of antitrust questions and everything else, but there are, this is the stuff that I've been talking about for at least a little bit, which is that when it comes to movies and comes to music, Apple has a huge distribution pipe that they're just barely utilizing. This is the first time I've seen them really show, what a fully operational battle station can look like.
And now they need to understand that is considered by many users spam. And Apple had to, I think it's embarrassing that Apple had to publish a page with a button that says, oh, here's how you get rid of that.
Leo,
absolutely,
is it spam
agree.
or is it, I think it might be deeper than that. I think we're starting to understand what it is to have digital content and digital possessions and digital territory, and that there are some people for whom that was an invasion. The same way Amazon pulled 1984 out of people's Kindle libraries, Apple pushed
that's an invasion. We gave them help for that.
Yeah, I mean, it's not new. I mean, it happens in a million ways. You get pre-installed apps on your phone. The iBooks came with the Winnie the Pooh thing. My Nexus 7 came with Transformers. Yeah, it is different. But
this used my bandwidth to download onto my phone.
Absolutely, and that's what I like about this discussion. And there is an argument that we pay more attention to this stuff than we do to incredibly important social issues that exist beyond our digital domain. But I think this is very personal to us. Our devices are very personal to us, and we have to figure out. I mean, there's stuff going on about ownership when you pass away. What happens to your digital library? And all of this is making that issue tangible. I mean, we have licenses to songs, and companies can push and pull them from our devices, and we need to figure that out.